Hi, welcome to day 86 of ELA, Comparing Texts About Heroes Part 6. This is Miss Laura, and I'm just going to go over the checklist from our guide today. Please make sure that you are using the teacher guide because this way you will know what is necessary to complete for the day and would probably be shortening your workload considerably. So let's take a look at what's going on today. We're going to be comparing texts, 3 texts that we've read: Road to Freedom, Operation Cleanup, and Cesar Chavez. We're going to be comparing them. So you will be reviewing those 3 texts by skimming each book. That does not mean you need to reread all the books. You're going to skim the books to refresh your memory. You would just quickly look at the beginning, the middle, and the end of each book. And then after that, answering the questions with your learning guide. You do not need to write that in your journal today. Also, there is a grammar lesson, which we will be doing after our reading. So you're going to want to watch the short lesson on Khan Academy by clicking on the word here. And this is for coordinating conjunctions. So right here on the left-hand side, you'll watch the video on those coordinating conjunctions, and then you can click on practice, meet the conjunction, and then practice coordinating conjunctions. You do not need to do subordinating or practice coordinating and subordinating, just the first 3 on the left right here. Okay. All right. And then the last thing you'll need to do is rate your understanding at the bottom of Calvert, and then you're going to move on to writing. Today, you're going to complete slide 15. You're going to add 1 graphic, which is a photo, to your project. So choose a visual element, a picture, chart, hand-drawn illustration, or whatever form of a visual you would like to include in your writing to best support what you are showing us in your opinion writing. Make sure you're proofreading for spelling, capital letters, and punctuation today. Let's go ahead and take a look at Calvert. Comparing texts about heroes. This is the grammar lesson that we're going to come back to and watch over on the guide. We're not going through this, so you can go ahead and skip ahead. But you will be doing the skimming to compare the 3 texts. Last time we looked at cause and effect relationships. This time we're going to compare and contrast visual elements or pictures in 3 different texts. So when you compare and contrast visual elements, it will help you understand the way the different ways that authors use pictures to support their ideas. So as you're reviewing those books today, remember I said make sure you're kind of looking at the beginning, middle, and end of each. You should be thinking about this. Or as you're skimming through, you can flip through the pages. What visual elements do each of the texts use? And then what kinds of inequalities do these visuals support? So I would like for you to pause this video right now, and I want you to click to open the Road to Freedom, Operation Clean Sweep, and Cesar Chavez, and go and skim them so that you're ready to answer these questions when you're done. All right, guys, welcome back. These are the questions that I had asked that you would work on with your guide. How do the photographs of Cesar Chavez family and Chavez with workers help you understand more about his life? And how do the women in the illustrations in Operation Clean Sweep compare to the women in the illustrations of the Road to Freedom or the women in the photos in Cesar Chavez? So when you are comparing texts to each other, you can use something called a 3-column chart, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. You would look at each book's visual, and then you would write details down about each one on the chart. Okay. So this, as you can see, this one is the first book that you guys read, Operation Clean Sweep. There's Cesar Chavez over here, and then the Road to Freedom. So I have 3 different sections to do my comparing of the books. In the first section for the Road to Freedom, the story was mainly about 2 people, a mother and a daughter. That's what I noted there. For Operation Clean Sweep, the story was about 1 family for a short time. And in Cesar Chavez, it was 1 main person with many others involved over a long period of time. So it's easy for me to see and compare and contrast when I have a visual chart like this. So it does help when comparing. This is a tool to use. You do not need to complete this in your journal today, but this is something that I wanted to review with you. Okay, we're not doing any opinion writing today there, so we'll skip that. We're not going to work on your vocab. So we'll just scroll down here. Okay. So today for your reading lesson, you compared and contrasted visuals and different texts. You learned about shades of meaning, and then you are working on your opinion writing. So now I want you to go ahead and rate your enthusiasm. How much do you enjoy what you're learning in your lessons each day? I want you to think about the last few lessons that you've completed. How well do the following statements describe how you feel overall? Do you complete these lessons because you want to figure things out or learn something new? You'll click one of these. It asks you for a short response. I'm okay with you just typing one sentence there. And then here's the next question. I completed these lessons because I was supposed to, or because I wanted to get good grades, but not because I'm interested in learning. Go ahead and click on one of those. If you do click one of the top two, please write a short sentence to give me more information. And then you're going to go ahead and click submit. Okay. Once you're done with your writing, you can head on over, to your reading. You can head to your writing. And this is day 88, adding a graphic. Okay. Adding a graphic to your writing piece. So I already read through this and the directions are written on here. So you would just insert an image. You can click insert and then image, and you should be able to search on the right hand side for an image to insert. So here's insert, image, search the web. And when you click on that, it's going to pull up a search tool on the right hand side. And depending on what you're writing about, you can search for an image over here that has to do with your topic. If I was writing about gum in school, I'm going to wait for a picture to pop up. And I'm going to scroll through until I find one that I think would be appropriate. I'm going to you can click on that right there, and then it'll highlight it blue, and you'll click insert. And that will put the picture into your slide. If you get a message like this where it says it's unable to create some images, go ahead and dismiss and try again. But go ahead and get that done. That's all you need to do for your writing today. And that would conclude your reading and writing lesson for the day. Have a good one.